Friends is one of the most iconic sitcoms ever. For 10 seasons, we watched Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe laugh, cry, and fall in and out of love. But here's the thing, not all of them were actually good friends. In fact, some were pretty terrible. So today, we're asking, who was the worst friend on Friends? Let's break it down, one by one.
When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year, but I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you.
There are no jobs. There are no jobs for me.
Oh, wait, here's one. Would you be willing to cook naked?
There's an ad for a naked chef?
No, but if you're willing to cook naked, then you might be willing to dance naked.
Let's start with Monica. Monica's the mom of the group, the clean freak, the chef, the organizer. But she was also insanely controlling. Remember how she had to win at everything? Or how she would guilt trip her friends if they didn't do things her way? She wasn't terrible, but being friends with Monica definitely meant living under her house rules.
Oh my God.
Chandler, the sarcastic one. His humor is legendary, but sometimes it was downright cruel. He constantly made fun of Ross's divorces, Joey's intelligence, even Monica's weight in flashbacks. And let's not forget how many times he led poor Janice on. But when it mattered most, Chandler was loyal, especially to Joey. He's not winning Best Friend of the Year, but he's not the worst either.
How you doing?
Joey Tribbiani, the lovable goofball. He's hilarious, but let's be real, he was broke half the time and Chandler basically paid his rent for years. He also had a bad habit of hitting on women nonstop, and sometimes even the women his friends liked. Joey's not malicious, he's just kind of a selfish kid in a grown man's body. Still, not the worst.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you? Smelly cat, smelly, really bad, smelly cat, it's not your cat.
Phoebe is the wild card. She's quirky, she's funny, but she lies. A lot. She makes up insane stories, manipulates people with guilt, and let's not forget, she mugged people in her past. But compared to the rest, her weirdness feels more endearing than harmful. You'd probably laugh it off instead of cutting her off.
Hang out all the time. I was your daddy's girlfriend.
But you're not anymore.
No, I'm not.
Because you guys were on a break.
Hey!
Rachel Green. She had the biggest glow up, going from spoiled runaway bride to successful fashion exec. But along the way, she was selfish. Remember when she guilt-tripped Ross while dating other people? Or when she kept Joey hanging even though she didn't want him? Rachel also had moments where everything had to revolve around her. Growth? Yes. Perfect friend? Far from it.
Oh my God, I didn't really believe it until you just said it!
And now, Ross Geller. The man, the myth, the divorce machine. On paper, Ross is supposed to be the smart one, the responsible paleontologist. In reality, he's a nightmare friend. Let's go down the list. He was insanely jealous, especially of Rachel's co-worker Mark. He constantly shouted, "We were on a break," as an excuse for cheating.
We were on a break!
He dated one of his students, super creepy. He tried to sabotage Rachel and Joey's relationship. Even though he moved on, he was condescending to his friends because of his degree. And let's not forget how selfish he was, like when he freaked out about sandwiches or demanded everyone pick sides in his divorce drama. Yes, Ross had funny moments, but if this was real life, you'd stop texting him back after a few months.
You're crazy.
So, who was the worst friend? Monica was controlling, Joey was immature, Rachel was selfish, Phoebe was manipulative, and Chandler was sarcastic to a fault. But the absolute worst? Without a doubt, Ross Geller. Ross was toxic in relationships, arrogant with his friends, and constantly caused drama. He's funny on TV, but in real life, he'd be that friend you quietly unfollow on Instagram. Do you agree with me, or do you think someone else deserves the crown of worst friend? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into your favorite shows. Until next time, don't be a Ross.